Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nightmare Toys podcast. We are on episode 98. I'm Brian, and with me is...
Christy.
And we have survived Halloween.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
We have survived... It was a long month.
Yes, it was. We took a few weeks off from the podcast, and here we are. We're back.
We're back. Making poor choices, as always.
Nah. Brian, you were a trooper, though. You handled a lot for the Halloween season here at the store and with the signings, and we got through it, and now we got to get through the holidays.
All the orders and
yeah.
So,
but it went good. The Halloween party was real good. That was fun.
That was fun, and all the signings were fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially the ones with our friends and everything. So it was.
Yeah, I talked about the Halloween party a little bit last week with Rachel on my live show. But yeah, it was a good time. A lot of people came dressed up and got balloons with Jeremy and the face painting and Cat Cressida, and then all my goodie bags were gone. And so yeah, it was a fun day in the sale.
I swear Jeremy is a warlock with those balloons.
I know. I can't. We need to have him on the podcast, just doing balloons while we do the podcast, and just show everybody how he just does one, because it's so amazing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Good. Like, he had all. I saw there was like a giant giraffe.
Yeah.
At one point, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. And there was a gizmo.
There was a gizmo. There was I think I saw Ghostface somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then he did a whole bunch for Kat, to all her characters, and yeah, everybody loves the balloons. That was fun. The face painter was awesome too. She was only here for a couple of hours, but she was really good. A lot of people were getting that done too, so it was a good time. And then we had Joe Bob and Darcy back again.
Yep. Right?
Joe
Bob and Darcy. That was a fun evening.
Yeah, that was
Very
great.
fun.
Thank you, everybody who came out and for that. I mean, it was another fantastic, busy event. Mm-hmm. And we even had it after hours, because we had it until 8 o'clock. I mean, we usually close at 7. And still people coming in and talking to Joe Bob and Darcy. It was a good time.
And their chocolate bars were delicious.
Weren't they?
They were delicious.
Sky Bar. What was the story behind that now?
So the Sky Bars were supposed to be for the Jamboree. And because it was 98 degrees, they weren't able to have them there at the Jamboree, because they all would have melted.
Yeah.
So they had to come back, pick it all up, and now they're selling them for charities at all the signings they do.
Yep. Yeah, and they were good. It was like it's a chocolate bar in sections, but it was like you got like a fudge, a caramel. What was it?
Peanut butter and vanilla.
And a vanilla, like little section of the candy bar. And that was kind of cool. I was like, that's awesome. And it was good. And like you said, it went for charities. I think it was
for
kitties.
Kittens.
For kittens, I think it was, or something. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a good little turnout. So that was fun.
Yeah. So I'm sure we will have them back next year.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, anytime they want to come back, they are more than welcome to come back. And Darcy was always cute. She's cute in her little outfit. She had another cute little outfit on with a little bit of face paint and stuff, and so she's super cute.
She's a trooper. I don't know how she flies around all over and gets to where she needs to be, but she's
all over, yeah. Because she's also going to the wrestling shows.
Yes.
In between stuff, which you're about to go to here in a couple weeks.
In LA, and she's going to be there.
Yeah.
And
so who's like the big wrestler or whoever like is going to be at this show that everybody's excited for?
I mean, the entire roster is
everything.
Fun.
Everybody.
I mean,
okay.
But Sting is on there, which he's coming to an end. He said his last match is going to be January, so I think everyone's trying to see him while they still.
I didn't even know he was still wrestling.
Yeah, which he's actually going to be here in April.
Oh, okay.
At the toy show at the World Market.
Oh, okay.
So, but so he's still going. Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah,
is a part of the company, so everyone goes to see him, and even he's like everywhere with Fozzy on his podcasts, and
yeah, he's fun. He was super fun at the Jamboree.
Yeah, it was fun watching him perform.
Yeah. Do something different than the wrestling.
Yeah. Because, like, I know him, like, I've seen him wrestle, but I'm like, wow, to see him actually perform with his band is fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good. No, it was really good, actually.
It was really good.
It was really good. I had a good time. Well, who else is going to be there?
I would say the Big Show is going to be there. Edge or Adam Copeland is now a part of their company, which was like the big news that came out in September.
Oh.
So, and you never know who's going to show up. Like, people just randomly show up. Like, Ric Flair started showing up on their programs.
Oh, my, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Okay. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I like Ric Flair. I have watched wrestling. I don't right now, but I have before. So, well, that's cool. That's going to be fun. So maybe you'll see Darcy and Joe Bob there then.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking at ringside, but where are they at?
Y'all got good seats?
We do. We got really good seats for the show, so I'm excited.
I wonder who else you'll see, because I know there's a lot of horror fans that love wrestling, so you might see some other people there.
Oh yeah, with it being based in LA, I think it's like the perfect spot for pay-per-view.
Yeah. Well, I hope y'all have fun at that.
I do too.
And then when you come back, it'll be Thanksgiving. So we got to get ready for the other holidays. We're done with Halloween, but we got to do the other holidays now, Brian.
Does anyone really do Thanksgiving?
Well, we'll have Thanksgiving sales and stuff. And then Christmas.
And Christmas. I think people have kind of given up on Thanksgiving.
You think? Why?
I don't know. It's just because the stores open like so early now. It's like, what's the point?
It's more all about shopping on Black Friday.
Yeah, but I mean, stores. Well, I mean, even now, like Black Friday sales are already happening.
Well, yeah,
like right now, they started today. I'm like,
hell, some started last month. I seen some stuff. Oh, we're gonna have a Black Friday sale now. I'm like, what? A pre-Black Friday sale.
It seems like everyone's just trying to get like the money where they can, so they just started earlier.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because when me and Rachel went on Halloween Day, we went into Bath and Body Works and they were playing Christmas music.
Yeah.
On Halloween Day. I still want to hear Halloween music. But yeah, they're playing Christmas. That got shoved in our face real early, right before Halloween, all the Christmas stuff. So, but here we are.
We're here. And today we are talking about an independent movie called Shaky Shivers, which is on Screambox, which is owned by Bloody Disgusting. And Cinedigm, I think, is the partner.
Yeah.
So it's built as a werewolf movie, but then there's also like witchcraft and zombies and Bigfoot, and the trailers made it look more horror than what it actually ended up being.
I thought it was going to be, a little more horror and more action.
Yeah, based off the trailers. But
and the poster looked like there's just going to be a lot of stuff going on. Which there kind of is, but not really.
Not really. It ended up being more comedic base.
Right.
And sadly for me, the whole reason I had watched it is because it's directed by Shung Kang, who people know as Hans from Fast and the Furious.
Right.
It was his directorial debut. So that essentially that was the only reason I watched it.
Yeah. I like him as Han in the Fast and Furious movies. Go on.
No, but I don't know. It's like it seemed like the whole movie is like the two girls who are friends, they're coworkers, and the one is kind of like trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life.
Lucy and Karen. I pulled it up on my IMDb so I can get stuff right here. Yeah.
So they work at the ice cream shop, and then
which was cute.
And then
I like the ice cream shop.
Lucy ends up getting cursed by the witch with a wolf puppet, it looked like.
Wait, hold on. Back up, though, so everybody knows. Okay, so on IMDb, she's called Mama Nature. So she's like a Mother Nature, but like a bad Mother Nature. But like when people say Mother Nature's a bitch, Well, here you go.
Yeah.
So
She
she just walks into an ice cream parlor. She just walks right into there.
Yeah.
And like you said,
has a puppet on her hand that's like a wolf, but then it like bites Lucy and turns her into a werewolf.
it was very random.
It was. So, but the owner though of the ice cream shop, I remember him from Boy Meets World.
That's where he's from.
He is Uncle Mike.
Thank
from
you.
Boy Meets World.
Oh my God, that is where he's from. Okay, now I didn't watch that show a lot, but I did watch it some. That's where he's from. I was like, why do I know this guy? Thank you. Yes. He was the ice cream shop owner and lover of Bigfoot, which comes into play later. Yes, there's a Bigfoot. There's a spell book. There's witchcraft. Yeah.
It feels like they were making the movie for kids, but it's weird because like there's blood and gore.
Yeah, and she talks about sex and she
sex,
doesn't say sex,
but
yeah.
But it felt like it was like a Saturday afternoon ABC family not cartoon, but like something you would see during like the Halloween season from then.
Yeah, something like that.
So it was not what I had hoped.
No, me neither. I agree. And I've been wanting to watch this for quite some time. I liked the two actresses and their little friendship going on. Their little dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that.
And even the third friend who...
Yeah. His name was Eric.
Eric.
He also worked at the ice cream shop, but he was very strange.
As most people are.
But he was a little extra strange. I guess he liked Lucy, and then maybe I think Lucy also liked him, though, kind of a thing was going on. That's what was being hinted at, right?
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
what I was getting out of it.
But then, like, they never actually did anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But that's what I was just getting the vibe from with them, too, that he kind of was into her and she was into him because she whispered something to his ear later on in the movie after he turns. But go on with the story, though. Tell everybody. So you got them. So she gets bit. And
she gets bit. So then they go. What was it? It was like a barn.
No, it was supposed to be a camp. It was a deserted camp.
Because
there was like a camp sign. There was some kind of.
But
sign.
they had like horse stables and everything there.
Right.
So and then she like turns into a werewolf, but we don't see it until like the very end for the transformation.
Right.
And it's just like her just trying to figure out how they're going to break this curse.
But they have the spell book because of Eric having the spell book, who comes while they're sitting in a car because she's waiting to turn. So Lucy's waiting to turn. Karen's got a gun and she just wants her to just shoot her if she turns, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen, though, because Eric comes up in a werewolf mask, scares the hell out of them, and she shoots him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But then, like, this is what I didn't... Like, so she handcuffs her to the steering wheel.
Right.
So she couldn't claw herself. And then the next day, she handcuffs her to the bed. I'm like, well, she ripped the steering wheel off your car. What's she going to do to that bed? Like, it's not going to help.
Well, no, of course not. There's a lot of like missing plot in this. Don't you think?
It seemed like they had like a bunch of ideas and they just kind of like, all right, we'll just put them all together.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought about it too. Because then it was like they shoot him and then all of a sudden she's naked and away. I mean, they don't show that, but she's naked and she's like away from the car now.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's happening? And so they get the spell book that Eric kid had, this random spell book, like the random Mother Nature that walks into a random ice cream shop. Am I getting this wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, go get this spell book because maybe we can do something and get this werewolf curse off of me, kind of a thing. And then they get the spell book but they also just drag Eric into the room with them, so he's over here laying on a bed dead. And they do the wrong curse in the book, and now he's a zombie.
Yeah.
Which, granted, I thought looked cool, though. I did like some of the makeup and practical effects they were using in this movie. I
Really?
thought it looked cool. It was different, but it was cool.
That was the only saving grace for the movie. Like, if the makeup wasn't there, especially for the transformation, there's no point in watching this.
Yeah. Because
Like, I guess I'll kind of put it to where it's like Safety Not Guaranteed, which came out a long time ago, where it's about time travel.
Oh, okay.
And at the very end of the movie, the time machine actually works.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen this.
And the director of it was Colin Trevorrow, who went on to do Jurassic Park.
Okay.
The Jurassic World movie.
Right.
And Spielberg flat said, like, the only reason he got the job was because of that time machine working.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's kind of like that. If the makeup didn't work, then there's no point in watching it.
Yeah, and that was good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was interesting because it was a different type of zombie. Because again, I think it went back to this Mother Nature person because it seemed like his fingers and his teeth were like wood, like bark.
Yeah, it was like growing.
And then he had like he looked mossy too, even though he was a zombie.
Yeah.
So
and then Karen kind of took over the form once she had looked over him.
Yeah, Karen then turns into one, and it's all trying to get her to not be a werewolf anymore, and they end up all turning into something else, or all these other things come out of the woods, like the witchcraft people.
Yeah.
Which was a little odd, I thought, and random. And that's really the basis of the story. They're just trying to, like, get the curse off of her, and then you get the their boss from the ice cream parlor, that guy, what's his name? Bob. His name was Bob, right? Yes, Bob. Yeah. Then all of a sudden he appears in all of this that's happening where they're at, and then tells them the story of that lady, that voodoo Mother Nature lady. Mm-hmm. Tells them the story of her. So you kind of get that story about her a little bit. And he's into Bigfoot. He tells you about that. And then Mother Nature pops up. We're going to spoil it. Mother Nature pops up, and a little bit of stuff starts happening. There's not a whole lot that happens throughout this movie. You're hoping all this kind of stuff comes together and does this cool movie, but it doesn't.
No, I would say druids show up out of nowhere, out of the woods.
Yeah. And so then she shows up, and it's kind of like CGI weird stuff happening. And then Bigfoot appears and saves the day and kills Mama Nature. Yep. And that's it. There you go. That's it. There's the movie. Bigfoot saves the day. It's an interesting looking Bigfoot too.
Yeah, it's not your typical looking Bigfoot.
No, it's not. It's, again, they're going back to the Mother Nature thing, and he looked mossy and like, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the movie. And of course, you know, she gets the werewolf curses off of her, and they're good friends and go about their life.
Yep. That's the movie.
I'm just going, yep.
That's the movie.
That is the movie.
So
it needed, like you said, it's like there's all these good little aspects and all this good little thing going on, but as a whole, it's not good. No.
This is where trailers are misleading.
Yeah, the posters too.
The posters, the trailers, that's very misleading.
And I've been wanting to watch this movie, so I mean, I was really excited when you said let's watch this. So I'm glad I got to watch it, and it's done and over with.
I'm glad I didn't pay money for it.
Oh wait, we didn't tell the best part though. So who shows up at the very end though in the ice cream parlor? It's supposed to be Karen's ex-boyfriend, right? That's the ex-boyfriend that she talks about earlier in the movie. And it's Sung Kang. It's Han. It's him. And
wearing a do-rag, and
it was like, what?
Driving his fast cars.
I love you as Han in big budget movies, but that, no. I'm putting that out there. Okay.
Hopefully he learns from this one, and actually the next movie he goes to do is better attempted.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. So what would you rate it?
I'm gonna give it 5.5. Being generous.
All right, I'm giving it a 4.
Being generous.
I'm giving it a 4. But we can talk about something that was like a total 10, and that's The Fall of the House of Usher.
Epic show.
Now that was freaking good. I have notes on that, actually. That was good. That was on Netflix, and it just came out. It's got 8 episodes. They're like an hour an episode, and it's all like Edgar Allan Poe stories. But you have money, power, and greed, and there's always something that's going to happen with money, power, and greed. It's going to go away, and that's what a lot of this whole story is about: is greed, money, and power.
Yep.
And then, yep, you want it so much. Well, guess what? This is the price you pay for it, and then it all falls apart at the end. This was a great TV series.
It's very dark and gritty, gothic.
Mm-hmm. The atmosphere, the cinematography was just gorgeous.
The gore in it is amazing.
Mm-hmm. And there's not like a lot, but what they have and when they show it
is very impactful.
Yes. They're good word. Yes. Yes, it is. You get a lot of emotions with this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different emotions. And I said it before too. They are also, you also see their sexual fetishes in this too. More emotions. But that gets a little interesting. But you're learning what type of people they are and stuff too. So, what else you have to say about it? 'Cause I know.
I like how obviously you have to watch the entire thing, but like it felt like every episode was like its own thing.
Yeah.
Which it is, because every episode is based on a different Edgar Allan Poe story, which I thought was genius to do. And like how they set it up for each kid like makes sense for that story.
Right, yeah, because he was telling the story to an old friend, the story of how each child in the family had passed away. And what's going on with himself and Madeline and all that too. So yeah, so you get all those different stories, but it all goes together. And then what's her name? The actress, you just said her name a minute ago.
Oh, Carla.
Yes. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
But how amazing was she? So she kind of she was like the Raven, and I guess she kind of represented death in a way.
Death.
Yeah, okay. Making sure I understood that correctly. But she was gorgeous.
Yes.
And she had her acting was amazing because she had to do all these different characters. She wasn't just the same character. She was all these different characters for all the different stories. And that was just amazing. So she needs an Emmy or Academy Award.
I'm always amazed with the roles that she does, especially with Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
Like ever since they did, I forgot what it was called.
Was it Gerald's Game?
Gerald's Game,
yeah.
with her and Bruce.
That was so good.
Greenwood.
Yeah.
To where she's handcuffed to the bed and everything. Like, just the entire cast overall was amazing.
Yeah. And you got Henry Thomas, Bruce Greenwood, who else? Willa Fitzgerald. I mean, yeah, everybody was great.
I was like, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Yep.
Like, Mark Hamill is the unsung hero of that show.
Is. He reminded me, he's the lawyer, like the lawyer in Godfather.
Yeah.
He's him. And he was awesome.
He was. It was amazing to see him back in horror.
Yeah, he was awesome. I absolutely loved Mark Hamill in this. Yeah. Like, he totally could, yeah. I'm sorry. But he was so good in this. Yeah, there's just nothing bad I have to say about this show. I give it a 10.
It is definitely a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, totally recommend it. Go watch it on Netflix. And I don't even watch Netflix that much anymore. This is like the first thing I've watched on Netflix in a long time, to be honest with you.
Honestly, the only thing I'll watch on Netflix are the TV shows. Like,
yeah, the series.
I mean,
stuff that they put
sometimes the
on.
movies, but even lately, a lot of their movies have been really bad. But the TV shows, they
Have been good.
knock it out of the park.
But don't you think that a lot of all the TV shows that have been coming out in the past just couple of years have been all like really good compared to a lot of movies? I think so. I think TV shows are doing really well.
But especially with Netflix, though, I'm noticing a key. It's always Mike Flanagan. Mm-hmm. Like any of the horror shows, he is attached somehow, and I'm like, just give him the keys.
Yeah,
Just
but
let
he's
him
doing
do
a
his
great
thing.
job.
He is.
And then I've seen some people want to hate on that. Like, I don't even understand that. Why?
I don't know.
I don't even get it. I don't understand it. But yeah,
Maybe they don't understand the like Poe stories.
maybe.
Like, if
I
they
haven't
never
seen
read
very
them.
many. Most everybody's been watching this, and most everybody has loved this. But I think I've seen hate for Mike Flanagan. Is what I'm trying to say. Not
Oh, for
necessarily-
Flanagan himself.
Yes, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, not the show.
I mean, oh no, like he does a great job.
I think so too. That's what I'm saying that I don't understand.
He gives us these gothic TV shows, like Haunting at Hill House,
House.
Haunting Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, and then he goes and does like Stephen King movies in between them, which I'm like, cool.
I haven't watched Midnight Mass yet.
I haven't watched that one yet.
You haven't watched that one
But
yet?
I heard,
Oh, okay.
I heard that one was phenomenal too.
Yeah, I heard that was good too. So we might have to try that one too. And Goosebumps is good. I know we're watching that too.
Goosebumps has been phenomenal.
So fun.
So, another one, dark, gritty.
So fun. I love, but it's fun though.
It's fun.
It's not as dark as The Fall of House of Usher
No.
though. It's not that like morbid.
I will say this is probably like the scariest Slappy I've seen of all the
Oh, yeah,
incarnations.
And he's a total asshole. Yeah. Total smart ass, and he's really creepy looking. I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I thought the same thing. So I don't know. There's really not much anything bad I can say about the Goosebumps either. And I'm loving Justin Long in this. I think he's doing a great job with his acting in this too, because he has to be two different people as well. Mm-hmm. You know, and he's playing like.
It's fun listening to him be the kid.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's playing a kid from 1993. You know?
Just hearing him call people dill holes.
Yeah, yes. But see, I remember that. 93, I was in high school too. And all the music that they're playing in Goosebumps, like all that grunge rock, I mean, that's everything that I listen to. So, yeah. So, I love the Goosebumps. My favorite thing is whenever they find a James, and it's not really James, and they hit him, and it's like
it
splat
explodes.
with the green slime. I love it. It's so fun. It's like, ooh, is he one? Hit him. I can't wait for them to do it.
I know.
And then,
I'm just sad that there's only 2 episodes left.
I know.
Like, it took them so long just to get the series right, and now we only got 2 episodes.
Yeah. Yep. But it's good though. I highly recommend
Yes,
it too.
highly
It's on Hulu
And Disney Plus.
and Disney Plus. Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching it on Disney Plus.
And I've been watching it on Hulu, so there we go.
So.
Yep, and that's really good too. And oh, that's funny. I did write that down. Slappy is really creepy. See? What else?
And then
What
we
else
had the
have you
Five
watched?
Nights at Freddy's, which
Yep, Five Nights at Freddy.
you and Rachel had talked about on the live.
Yes,
we didn't get to talk about it.
No, we
on the
didn't get to do
podcast.
the podcast last week because Joseph was out sick and you had
Yep.
to
Man, the
be
store.
up front. So yeah, we just ended up not doing the podcast for Five Nights at Freddy. But me and Rachel did talk about it on the live if you want to go back and watch that. But yeah, we can talk about that a little bit because you didn't get to talk about it.
No, it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
I'm very happy for its success, especially and this movie and really the Halloween franchise proves you could put something on streaming and it'll do just as good as the box office.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like as of now, it's I think 220 million worldwide on a $20 million budget, and then the ratings for the streaming, it's been their highest streaming movie or show
Yeah.
on Peacock. So the method is there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, maybe these studios should look into this and be like, hey, we don't really need a big budget, but we could still get money off streaming rights and theater to help kind of make the money back.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
I will say the movie was predictable, though.
A little bit.
It was predictable.
I did mention to everybody last week, though, that you did say that you did like it better than what you thought you were going to, though.
Yeah. Like, I gave it like an 8.
Yeah.
Which is...
I mean, the animatronics looked really freaking cool, though. Like,
oh, yeah.
Freddy and Chica and all that. I loved all that. And I loved the cupcake. What I had said, though, just for me and my taste, because I'm not the video game person. I've never played the video games or read the books, so I'm not comparing anything. I'm not a fan in that kind of way. But those fans are very strong in their opinions for this movie, though I have seen that.
Yes, they are.
And that's fine. Like I said, I haven't played it, so I don't know. I would have liked it to have been R-rated. How do you feel about that? The PG-13 and
honestly, the PG-13 didn't bother me. Like, because I knew, like, you gotta get the kids in there. That's where the money is. It's the kids.
I know.
But honestly, though, with it being PG-13, seeing the after effects, I guess, rather than seeing the kills, like that's still pretty gruesome.
Yeah, a little bit. See, I had said, though, I would have liked to have seen some more of the kills, a little more of. Like, I liked Cupcake. I wanted to see that, like, happen and a little more with that. So I guess if they would have done all that, then it would have been an R rating. And you're right, it's for the kids, and I get that. But just for me, like I said, I'm not a fan of the books or the games, so I was just like, if it was an R rating and there was a little more going on, it would have been a little better for me. But it was decent, though. I did enjoy it, and I love Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah,
I really like him. I like him in a lot of his movies, and it was nice to actually see him do something again. He hasn't done something in a minute. I feel like I don't know.
Maybe some independent stuff.
Yeah, I just haven't seen him in.
I know. And then Matthew Lillard was really good in it.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard's in it, and you get the little twist, which I kind of was thinking. Were you thinking the twist? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was totally fun. The kids were creepy. Kids are always creepy. We're doing this for the kids, and then there's creepy kids.
Yeah. Dead kids.
Right.
Dead kids.
Dead kids. Dead creepy kids. But no, it was fun. So next week, what do you want to do? We've been trying to deciding on what we should do for next week, so we're not really sure yet.
To be determined.
To be determined. Maybe we should let everybody else comment below and say what they think we should do. Because we were going back and forth to do some sort of Christmas movie, right? Or I can suck it up and watch this Evil Lurks Within movie. I don't normally do subtitle international movies. But everybody is seeming to love this movie. You've already watched it.
Yeah,
and you like it a lot.
I already watched it, yeah.
And I do love gore. So maybe I should try that. Something different for the podcast.
Maybe you'll grow fond of foreign movies. Probably not, but...
Or we can do a Christmas movie or something. One of these new Christmas movies. Not sure.
Or we do Thanksgiving.
We did that last year.
Did we?
I think we talked about that last year.
I know we did Blood Rage last year.
I think we talked about Pilgrim too, didn't we?
Yeah. It's time to dust off those Thanksgiving horror movies.
Yes, it is.
Which I just found that Blood Freak is streaming on Plex.
Oh, really?
So I am watching that this year. I've been waiting forever for someone to stream it, and it's finally streaming.
On Plex.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Tubi, so it's free. So.
Okay, I'm gonna think of that. Okay.
Yeah.
I love my holiday horror. I don't care what holiday it is. I like holiday horror. But I really love Christmas horror, though.
There's a lot of Christmas ones this year.
And there's some great stuff coming out. Like we were talking about It's a Wonderful Knife. Might be one of the movies we could talk about.
There's that one. There's there's something in the barn.
Yeah.
That I had been wanting to watch, and you didn't want to watch it because it was Norwegian, but then it's all in English.
Yeah.
So it works out.
There's a whole bunch of other good Christmas horror. Well, Terrifier 3, I guess, right?
Yeah, but that's next year.
That's next year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I would say there's Secret Santa, there's there's one called Santa Stein that's coming on Screenbox.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
Which that looks intriguing in its own right.
I'm sure Tubi will have some interesting ones like they did last year.
Well, I'm sure they will. As long as there's no Terror Train 3, I don't care.
Oh, you're going to get a Terror Train 3 now.
God, I hope
You're
not.
conjuring it up.
I hope not. I hope not.
That's funny.
The first one was bad enough, and then they're like, oh, we're going to do a second one.
Yes, they did.
Which was literally the first one all over again.
All over again. I don't know, Brian. Well, comment below what y'all think we should do. So, Evil Lurks Within, Christy tries something new, or we go with holiday horror. Cool. And I guess that's really about it. We don't have any signings this month or anything, taking the month off. But we'll have, obviously Thanksgiving, Black Friday sales and stuff going on.
We got some stuff set up for Black Friday already. So
cool. And that'll be in-store and online.
In-store, online. So, yeah.
Yeah. And that's really about it. So, all right. Well, next week. We'll see everybody next week, I guess.
Yep. We'll see you. Yep. Let's do When Evil Lurks Within, just so I could say you watched a foreign movie. Pick it.
Comment below what y'all want us to watch, and we'll do it. Yeah. I love you. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a spooky day.
Bye, guys.